Hello, my name's Gareth Harfoot. I'm running as an independent candidate in the UK parliamentary constituency of Epsom and Ewell for the 2015 general election, and this is my campaign video diary. So when I give you this data about the country, I put citations on it because I want you to know where it's come from. It's important to know that it's come from a reputable source, because a lot of the time this data uses a lot of guesswork, a lot of estimation, a lot of assumptions, which may or may not be true. Does that mean that you shouldn't listen to that data? Well, no, but you should always take every piece of data that you're given with a pinch of salt, even maybe a sort of healthy dose of skepticism. Take this, for example. So this here, health tourism costs the NHS £2 billion a year. And that's shocking. And it's also not even vaguely true. The £2 billion figure comes from a paper which was to do with foreign use of the NHS. And they put that figure at £2 billion. But foreigners include people that work here, people that come to study here, tourists, and a lot of those people have reciprocal health arrangements with their countries. So the NHS actually recoups a lot of that money, of the 2 billion. And, you know, you could be forgiven for misinterpreting that, getting it a little bit wrong, except for the fact that in that same paper, where the £2 billion figure is given, one of the columns is actually a figure for how much actual health tourism costs. And it's nowhere near that £2 billion mark. So how about something like the 50p rate of tax? How much money would that raise for the country by increasing the tax rate for those earning over £150,000 a year? Now, the Institute for Fiscal Studies says 150 million. Whereas the Labour Party says £9.5 billion. Now that's a huge discrepancy. So which one is right? Well, I don't know. And what's more, I don't actually care. Because we can piddle about with the figures however much we want. We can make it a big figure, we can make it a small figure. But at the end of the day, these things aren't always about economics. And in this case, I think it's more about morality. I believe that if you're earning over £150,000 a year, then you should be paying more tax. It's your moral obligation. But if that pushes you out of the country, if it makes you want to leave, then fine, that's your decision. But you should be letting people know why you're leaving, because you feel that your money is far more important to be going on things like school and healthcare and help for the disabled or the elderly, when you could spend it on something like a yacht. Because we need to look after those that need it in society, to feed them, to keep them alive, not be making sure that the rich are happy with how much tax they're paying.